Welcome to the Black and White Bistro, the espresso of black and white photography. I'm Dave Payne, the founder of Black and White Bistro, and I'm a dedicated enthusiast black and white photographer who is passionate about black and white photography. I've served as an admin or moderator at Monomoods Photography, Podium Mono, and Snap on Vero True Social since joining 3 years ago. So the question is, why shoot black and white photography? Well, first, remove distractions. Color can prove to be a distraction. Black and white allows you to focus on subject, shapes, textures, lighting, contrast, and composition. Second, expand your skills. Black and white can train you to look at your subjects differently and force you to pay attention to things some photographers neglect, such as lighting, patterns, and contrast. Third, evoke feelings or emotions. Black and white photos can excel at evoking certain emotions. For one, they can feel timeless and can make your photos feel more dramatic, striking, raw, mysterious, or moody. I created Black and White Bistro to become a space where black and white photographers and those who are curious about black and white photography could experience more than what may be available at the usual hubs. We are a creative resource center specifically designed to educate, motivate, and inspire. We do that by helping existing black and white photographers who want to learn from and interact with other black and white photographers. Second, by creating a supportive and safe environment for black and white enthusiasts and those who think they might like to try black and white photography. Here they can come, learn some of the basics from existing black and white photographers, and take their first steps toward creating their own black and white interpretations of the world they see every day. Also, by providing a place to share their own black and white photos to be considered for comments or possible selection as a featured photo, done by a group of established, credible, and knowledgeable black and white photographers. You can enjoy our video content on the Vero True Social app and on our YouTube channel, where you can watch all of our videos with subtitles in your own language. Pretty good deal. So who are the people at Black and White Bistro? I call them my barista team. These are the people who volunteer their time and expertise to serve you up some delicious black and white enjoyment. Leading off with me, Dave Payne. I've used a variety of gear, including a Canon AE1 and a Nikon F90X for analog film photography, a Nikon D750 DSLR, then Ricoh GR2 and several Fujifilm bodies across a number of genres in both color and black and white. For the past 2 years, I've chosen to be a dedicated black and white photographer, interpreting my world digitally through a Leica Q2 monochrome, a Pentax MX1, and coming up after a 24-year break, I'm preparing to restart the analog side of my black and white photography journey by rediscovering my Nikon F90X film camera using Ilford HP2 Super 400 and Kodak 400 TX film stocks. Second is Jason Dunlap. Jace is a Kiwi living in Switzerland and an opportunistic hobbyist photographer shooting macro, street, landscapes, and his beloved Boris, his Frenchie. A black and white fan due to its bold contrast and timeless storytelling, Jace is currently shooting a Canon R5, Ricoh GR3, Leica Q2 in digital, and Minolta SRT 303B, and a Canon EF for film. Next up is Carlos Amat. Living in Alberta, Canada, Carlos is a professional photojournalist with over 25 years specializing in the reportage genre and now shooting a variety of cameras, including Canon, Fujifilm, Nikon, Pentax, and his two newest babies, a Leica Q3 43mm and a new Lumix S9. Oh, and he's a certified dive master, a drone pilot, and dad to Dave the Wonder Dog. Finally is Spencer Pullen. Based in the state of Florida in the USA, Spencer's our newest Bistro Barista team member, who is also a professional photographer experienced in photojournalism, product, real estate, and landscape photography. Spencer enjoys large format film photography as well as digital, and does photography instruction in his community. We are excited to have Spencer joining us, and he'll begin his barista duties the week of February 24. Now, what's ahead for Black and White Bistro in 2025? Well, first, featured photo recognition for our Black and White Bistro followers who use our hashtags. We make our featured photo selections based upon merit and a photographer's adherence to our specific hashtag themes, of course, in black and white. Let's take a look at our hashtags, the weekly posting schedule, and who will be making hashtag selections for 2025. As you can see on the screen, the Black and White Bistro Barista team is overseen by Barista Boris and Barista Dave. The schedule's laid out on your screen, with Monday being Monomac hashtag day, led by Jace Dunlop, and that is monochrome macro. Tuesday, we take the day off. Wednesday, that's Black and White Bistro Day. Your best black and white photography shots selected by Jace Dunlop again. On Thursday, Monochrome Magic in the Mundane, or MMITM. I take the lead on selecting those shots. And again on Friday, we do Bistro Shadows. Light and shadows as the photo's primary subject. On Saturday, starting late in February, will be our new friend Spencer Pullen with a new hashtag, Bistroscapes. These can be landscapes, seascapes, cityscapes, or skyscapes. And wrapping up the week on Sunday is our Carlos Amat with Bistro Reportage, photojournalism and documentary shots. Now again, our criteria is simple. Your shots need to be in black and white. They need to be your original work, and they need to be quality. Like we said, merit is what drives our selection process. And no AI, folks. Sorry. Okay, the second thing for 2025. Next, the Black and White Bistro Show continues. February 8th, episode 21, will be featuring professional music photographer Rich Clark. And on February 22nd, episode 22, featuring professional photographer and our newest barista team member, Spencer Pullen. Next, we are happy to introduce our new video series called How Did They Do That? This will be a new video interview segment where a previously featured Black and White Bistro Show guest artist is invited to return. Our barista team will select two of that artist images from their Vero profile, and we'll have a video conversation with the artist about how they handled each photo, how it came to be, and how the artist actually made it and processed it. We will also give our followers the chance to ask our guest artist questions about the 2 selected photos. More details on that will be shared soon. Think of how did they do that as an insight to the guest black and white photographer's creative process and a chance to pick up tips and ideas for your own photography. Our first episode will premiere on March 15, featuring our Black and White Bistro guest artist, Mike Schaffner. Now, we're also working on 2 more new offerings. First is the Bistro Forum. It's under development, and it's a new interactive feature we're working on for Black and White Bistro, where followers can ask questions about issues or ideas with their own black and white photography, and our barista team will offer their feedback or suggestions that might help you out. The second new thing under development is called Bistro Back to Basics. This is potentially going to be a new learning series we're working on to help reacquaint you with some of the fundamentals of black and white photography and how you can apply those to your own black and white efforts. Things like seeing in black and white, protecting your highlights and why that's important, and black and white post-processing tips and tricks. 2025 is shaping up to be another action-packed year for the Black and White Bistro, and we hope you'll become part of our black and white photography community. All you need to do is follow us on Vero True Social and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Next, use our themed hashtags when you post your black and white photos on Vero, if you'd like your black and white photos to be considered for features. And finally, make sure to tell your friends who enjoy black and white photography about us so they can join our community too. Like I said, 2025 is going to be another bang-up, action-packed year. You're not going to want to miss this.
Black and White Bistro, the espresso of black and white photography.